Hey, I'm Body Coach Joe. Welcome to TB12 Foxborough. I wanted to give all you guys a nice inside view of what we do with our kind of initial sessions with our clients. So this is Janet here. She's coming in. She's dealing with a little knee pain, and I want to take you guys through what that first session looks like. So come along, follow us in, and we'll get started.
Sounds good.
So this is a great opportunity where I want to get a good understanding of Janet's goals, what's bringing her in here in the first place. I know we talked about she's dealing with a little knee pain, but ultimately she's coming in here because there's something she loves to do, and I want to help her get back to doing that. What I want to do is we're going to take a look at some of your movements now. So this will help me dial things in. So we're going to look at you running actually. We've got a system that I'll show you called our gait, and I'll have you step up on this treadmill here. So again, this is our gait. You can see these blue bars on the bottom. We have 96 LEDs that cross over to each bar there. And basically every time you step, it lets me know what position your foot's in and how long it's in that position. So it maps out your whole running cycle for me. So again, I'll step back, take a look and see what am I noticing from each segment of the body all the way up. But then I'll get some objective data that'll let us know even clearer what's going on with your loading from one side to the other. So Janet, let's take a look at your single leg balance. Let's start with the left side down, okay? And the reason why we're looking at single leg balance is, first of all, this is a simple way to get an understanding of her stability or stabilization, and I want to look at that from a core standpoint and from her glute muscles. But picture too running. This is very specific to running. Every time she takes a step, as a runner, she's going to be on one leg. So where is she stabilizing from? Is it from the feet and the ankle, or is it happening at her hips? This is what we want to look at. What I want to drive is that she can draw her belly button in, her core is engaged well, that she can feel her glute, especially the outside of the glute, is activated well. And from a top down, I want her to feel stable. So I'm glad she's not feeling it at her foot or her ankle, but I really want her to feel it in the central core part of her body. That's where we transfer all of our force. All right, so now we're transitioning to our soft tissue pliability work. So this is our deep force body work that we're going to do. And again, ultimately, what does that term pliability mean? We want muscles to be pliable, and what that means is that they're all firing at 100%, that these muscles are efficient, they're effective, they're able to undergo constant contractions. And for Janet, what that means is she's able to run and constantly go through a running motion where certain muscles aren't overloading. What she's dealing with her knee pain, muscles around that knee joint, they're getting too tight and it's creating too much joint loading, and she's dealing with some pain. So we're going to, in a sense, with the pliability work, deload those muscles, get her other muscles in other areas of her body, like her hip, her ankle, to fire better so that she's running in a more balanced manner. When our muscles are pliable and again firing at 100%, that's how we're reducing that risk of injury and feeling pain. So Janet, it's going to feel a little deep, this body work. I'm going to have you do different movements as we're doing our body work. So let's lay back. I'll have you rest your head back here. I'm going to feel through any areas that feel a little too tight, or if there's tissue restriction, and we're going to work through that. Great, so Janet, how are we feeling after the body work?
Great.
Good, good. Now we're going to retest her movement. So I know there was a little pain with running, and she pushed through it just so we can get some data. Now I want to take a look at her running again and see if it feels more comfortable. So let's come on out. How's the knee feeling as we're doing this?
Much better, not as tight for sure.
Excellent, excellent, good. Now here's the key piece. I want to send you home with some things. This way we're keeping up the momentum we've made here. So I want you to work on your pliability at home, and we're going to do that with some vibrating foam rollers. We're going to demonstrate that, and then there'll be just a couple of exercises where we want to focus on good balance through the glutes and the hip muscles. This way, all the way down the rest of your chain, you're not getting overload in that knee area. Great session in here. You'll get an email from me later today with all your home exercises and recommendations that we talked about. And then, yeah, I'll see you back in here early next week, okay?
Sounds great.
Great
Thanks,
work.
Joe.
Yeah.
Thank you.